This is the Imperial HoloNet News. They are here. The disturbance in the Force Lord Vader warned us about has manifested itself. Comstat detected an unknown energy surge moving towards the Outer Rim. This surge is extragalactic in nature, originating from a supercluster of galaxies billions of light years away. While the signature is too faint for Comstat to pinpoint the exact nexus into our galaxy, Lord Vader has given the Admiralty an area to concentrate on for defensive purposes. In an emergency meeting with the Admiralty, Lord Vader unveiled the true nature of the threat. Details have yet to be made public at this time. The concern is substantial. With the tactical information gained from meeting with Lord Vader on the Executor, Grand Admiral Katarn approached the Senate for permission to try an extremely aggressive strategy, using the invaders as a tool to topple the empires in the south, while steadfastly maintaining the Imperial border systems with the fleet. This strategy was discussed as a potential potent tool to speed us to galactic domination. However, many senators remained fearful that in the events the Scourge grow too powerful, they may overwhelm the blockade and cause the fall of the Empire. The Senate has voted to immediately engage the threat, wipe them out, and then resume our campaign for domination. Based on the Senate vote, all Imperial forces are massing at Scarif to engage the invaders when they arrive. The unexpected absence of the Gravekeeper with Admiral Zayas has not gone unnoticed. At this time, Imperial Command has had no comment on the matter. There are also reports Lord Vader is watching the Senate with a renewed interest, and the ISB is doubling their efforts to expose traitors in our midst. They will not remain hidden for long. Citizens, your Empire needs you as we continue to build our great forces. Join the Empire today. Vote in the comments to become a Senator of the Empire. After 2 votes in the Senate, you'll be eligible to create a command character of your choice. The Empire relies on loyal citizens to continue our campaign. Join the Empire today. It's your duty.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Intrepid. My name is Captain Katarn. Let's get started with episode number 22. This is Stellaris Star Wars. We're going to call it They Are Here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. It's very appreciated. Makes me know that you guys enjoy my videos. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And don't forget to make sure you have that bell notification checked so you don't miss any of our updates. Let's get started. So as you saw in the cinematic, we have information that the Scourge is going to be landing in this section of the galaxy. The Imperial fleet, all 600,000 of it, is currently massed at Scarif, and we're ready to engage the invaders. I wish we could have done the more aggressive strategy, and it's very possible I may actually dissolve the Senate at some point, just so that I can get these out faster. When I start making them, I kind of get into a Stellaris mood, and I'd like to play more, but then I also want to see what you guys have to say before I make the next one, and we'll see. So, I mean, maybe I'll just, I don't know if we'll have a vote this week or not. We'll see. I mean, I definitely want to hear your comments for sure. Alright, so let's continue. So as you can see, we have the Empire. I've gone ahead and I started looking at the ships, but I had a suggestion to use these large phase armors. Nah, not going to do it. A couple problems with that. One, it's not armor. It gives us more hull points, sure, but it doesn't actually add to our armor value. So by putting these on ships, and I'll show you a couple that I did, like the CR-80 here. I'm sorry, like the broadside here. When you put these on the ships, we have no armor, so that actually counterbalances it. I don't like it at all, so I'm just not going to go ahead and do that. But everything else is upgraded. We're fully ready to go. I think our fleet should be just fine. We have the Executor here, which is at Imperial Center. It also has its twin ship, the Armistice. I haven't thought of a better name for it. And it's right here, and we will be able to use that if needed for defense of the fleet at Imperial Center. 100k fleet's nothing to sneeze at, and we do get a pretty big bonus against the Scourge. So let's go ahead and get started. The other thing I want to look at real quick is where are we on our homeworlds? Let's see. Alright, Imperial Center looks pretty good. Scarif, Looney, and Shalacta. These are our major 4 worlds. These are like the most important worlds in the Empire in terms of production for ships and other resources, so it's important to keep them going. And we had some new worlds that we just pulled into the fold, so I'm just checking them right now to make sure that they're still operating, and everything looks pretty good there. Excellent. Let's see. Down here we have Arta Prime. They're ready for some upgrades, so this is part of what we're doing just to make sure everything is upgraded. And what are we behind on now? Engineering for sure. Alright, Bunta Prime. You might remember Bunta from the Bunta Eve Classic. And another system named Bunta Prime. Sometimes the PC, whenever they colonize something, We'll have the same name on other planets, which is weird. Alright, so here we go. Let's get started. We're going to play on fast. I don't know when they're going to show up, but I'm excited for this. This should be a pretty good test of us. I'm hoping, obviously, that we're up for it, but who knows? I mean, this could be the beginning of the end. All right, and as you can see, our empire stretches from the very most northern to all the way down to the, I would say, Galactic Center along the eastern expanse. And really, I mean, the systems we don't control are not that important. I'd like to get Lothal just because, or Lothal, I can't say it. Just because of Rebels. I've been watching Rebels and I like that a lot. But it's not really necessary. I think that we have probably only the Chiss are really someone that could challenge us in terms of land and planets, but I feel that we're in a better position than they are, maybe. At the very least, we're equal. So they're probably our biggest rivals for the galaxy. And you can see that their space now extends all the way over to touch us. So that's something to keep an eye on. And we'll see how this plays out diplomacy-wise, too, if we're able to wipe them out. I mean, we can look up here, we can see that the Mon Cals, for example, they have only a 30k fleet. That's... we have a 600k fleet, just to put that into perspective. It's just amazing. Alright, new research. So we've researched the Leviathan, which is awesome. Okay, so now we have some choices. It looks like crystal mining, basic starfighter wing, we're using TIE fighters, antimatter missiles, synthetics. These are dangerous, let's do it. Heck, bring me all of the endgame crisis now. Alright, so they want my monthly Newtonium ore, which gives armor plus 20%. Now the question is, do I want to give this to a potential rival? Yes, they are giving me minerals and energy, but I'm going to decline. I don't really want to trade that, because 20% armor is actually a pretty significant boost. So I don't want to give them any kind of advantage, because it's very likely that we may have to fight the Utapons. In fact, in the south here, we haven't been paying a lot of attention to what's happening in the south, and it looks like the Utapon's becoming pretty strong. This used to be a whole bunch of just random dots down here, but it looks like a couple empires are slowly gaining control over the south as we speed towards the major conflict that's to come. We know it will happen. It's just a matter of time. So I hope you guys are having fun with this. Stellaris is a really fun game, at least for me. So I'm going to go ahead and increase it up to fastest. We're at the point now where you're going to need to have a pretty powerful rig to do this, and it saves a lot. So you can see like it's kind of slowing down a little bit at the turn of the month, but we'll see. I think we should be fine here. I do have a Devil's Canyon i7 from like, I want to say 2013. It maybe was top of the line, but it still does just fine. I can overclock it if needed. And I have a GTX 1080, 32 gigabytes of RAM. I know that people do ask me about system specs, so there it is. Maybe we should try to keep it in universe though. Alright, so while we're doing that, let's take a look at some of our other planets and systems here, because what I would like to do is actually set up a couple mining colonies, if we can. So this one here, this desert world is actually a perfect candidate for that. It's a 21. Let's go up and use our expansion planner and see if we can find a size 25 planet in our space that has yet to be conquered. And I don't want it to be a molten world, so that's not helping me much. Okay, here we go. No, I think I messed this up. Okay. Yeah, if humans can do it, then that should be good. Okay, so we have this. Where's that? Torn Station. Okay, it's a 25. It's controlled by the Galactic Empire. It looks pretty nice. Let's see. Society output is pretty high. Now we're going to make this a mining colony, so that may not be the best way to go. Let's see what else we can find. A desert world is probably better.
Situation log updated.
Habitability, growth speed, here we go. We have a new Annihilator SSD project. Heck yeah, let's get that started. That takes 10 years, so we'll fund that. Don't need a Senate vote for that. Let's see, so the expansion planner, sorry, we're getting back into this. I think a desert world would be perfect because I would hate to waste a like really good physics world on that. Let me see if there's anything that gives us a proper bonus. Okay, there isn't, but this one, is this being controlled by the Empire? It is. Okay. I think this is probably our best bet, so I'm gonna go ahead and colonize this. We'll colonize this from Imperial Center. We'll send some humans, and we'll put them... doesn't really matter. We're gonna clear all these tiles, so we'll put them right here. We'll make that our new penal colony. They're gonna give me minerals for terraforming liquids. That's actually fine. They've given me enough there to build a Star Destroyer. I'm actually saving all of the minerals right now for that new construction to pour them into that. We don't really need to expand the fleet any further at this time because it's just going to continue to drain the rest of our resources. When I take the fleet out of port, I'm absolutely terrified at what these numbers are going to turn into. So that's the other thing too. We're trying to get ahead of the curve with our, with all of our construction here on these new worlds. All right, perfect. And it doesn't look like they're here yet. Oh, look at this. The Chiss had to just grab every single thing that they could, didn't they? They couldn't have this little star out here and not be colonized, so they had to put up both a frontier outpost and a military station. So it'll be very interesting for us to watch what happens when the invaders come to this little 588 station. Should be over pretty quickly. Alright, so we have Edict duration plus 10%. Let's take a look. Energy credits is only 5 months away. Synthetics is only 9 months away. That's pretty exciting. Now we have this Sun Crusher. Yeah, I think that we need to research that. That's how we get to the potential Death Star. It's not the Sun Crusher, but it's after that. It's only 3 months for that, so that's awesome. Also, we had the new ship. Let's take a look. So what do we get for the Leviathan as an empire? As the Empire. Alright, so this is the vanilla Leviathan, which is cool, I guess, but I think we could do better. Let's see if there is a version in this mod. I'm not 100% sure that there is, to be honest. So let's go up here and see if there's a new design that I can make. Super Star Destroyer. Dreadnought. I don't know. Let's see. What is the Super Star Destroyer? The Bellador? We already have this. Okay. I'll take a look in a second. Okay, so the Union of Volek. Don't know who they are. They want the Letheric gas, which is 20% shield hit points, which I absolutely will decline. That's a huge boost for anyone that doesn't have that technology. Now we have a choice between Edict Duration, Army Health, or Food. I'm going to go with Army Health because it may actually become relevant pretty soon. In fact, that's what we need to do as well. We need to get some armies moving on Imperial Center in case I have to take planets back. So I'm not really sure how the Scourge event works. It's been a while since I've had one, but I want to make sure that we're ready for any eventuality. So there we go. We've queued up some people. Energy credits plus 5. That's actually a huge deal. And now we have the theory localized reality for the Sun Crusher research chain. Let's go ahead and do that. I think we're just going to focus mostly on military advancements at this point. Excellent. So what was I doing? Oh, I was looking here. I want to see if I can find this. Alright, so this is the Leviathan, but maybe there's an Imperial version of it. Is it the Dreadnought? Where's the Dreadnought? Okay, so that's the Dreadnought. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure this out as we go. Battlecruiser? No. Yeah, I'm not sure that you get anything with the Leviathan. I might be wrong. I'm sure you guys, and if I am, I'm sure you guys are like yelling at your screen telling me how I can fix it. But I think we're good. We have Bellador Super Star Destroyers, right? Already? Pretty sure we do. Let's take a look at the second fleet. Actually, no, these are Belladors, yeah. So, unless you get like new parts of them, perhaps, which could always be the case. Yeah, I don't see anything. Alright, well, I'm satisfied with it as it is. I'm pretty happy with our fleet. We just unlocked synthetics, so who knows what's going to happen now. But Kyber crystals, huge for the super laser research chain. I think the super laser research chain is probably part of like the whole Death Star, because according to Rogue One, we need Kyber crystals. So we're about 4 months, 40 months, or about 4 years away. A little over, or a little under 4 years until we get that done. Army health is only 5 months away. Excellent. The other thing I'm going to do too, guys, is if the battles start to take forever just because of how big these fleets are going to be, because this map is absolutely huge. I think this is 850 or something stars. It's a lot of stars, and there are some pretty big fleets out here going every which way. So even with the very best computer, the problem that I'm running into is I also have to record this, and and the audio and everything else at the same time. So we'll see. I don't think I'll have an issue, but if I look at the video and it looks bad, I'll definitely take steps. Maybe speed up the video and I'll comment on it as we go or something. But either way, you're still going to have a pretty good experience, I hope. I'm a little shocked up here that the Terra Civil Authority is still around. I would have thought that they would have been taken a long time ago. So the Chiss are pretty receptive right now to us. I could try to invite them to a federation. Doesn't look like they'll accept, but at the very least, it looks good. I don't think they want to fight us yet. Hey, and their leader's a substance abuser, so that's something that we could potentially exploit. I like that. Up here, malfunctioning synthetic. Oh no. A synthetic worker on Narazi 3 recently went on a killing spree in a housing complex, butchering more than a dozen of our citizens before local security could bring it down. Our forensic team is still investigating the synth's remains, but they suspect some sort of malfunction in its neural processors to blame for this tragedy. This incident has already prompted several revenge attacks against synthetics on the planet, leading to thousands of destroyed units. That is most unfortunate. Well, we're just going to have to keep an eye on that, because that sounds worrying. All of a sudden, we've allowed our droids to think, and as Obi-Wan has said, if droids could think, there would be none of us here. So, oops. But that also kind of seems to violate what Star Wars is to me, because clearly the droids have personality and think. At least some of them do. Or maybe R2 is just special, who knows. Alright, so we got Army Health +5, now we have leader capacity, leader lifespan, sector limit, or that. Sector limit could be pretty good here, especially because we're going to be, let's see, new factions recently gaining traction in the internal political landscape of the Galactic Empire led by Darth Vader. They call themselves the Human Primacy Movement. Nice. Their members seek to assert the primacy of the human species by curtailing the rights of aliens if necessary. That is quite the perfect thing for Lord Vader to be behind. I support this 100%. Okay, the alien civilization on Tori has encountered a new era of history, having developed into a fully industrialized society. Dramatic effects of this revolution are felt across the planet. Factories have sprung up everywhere, improved medicines have resulted in increased population growth, and new scientific innovations are appearing in an alarming regularity. Awesome. Continue surveillance efforts. If they become a threat to the Empire, we shall deal with it swiftly. Okay, so we're about to have another executor SSD there, which is pretty cool. Centaurus Prime is almost done as well, so I can't wait to start playing with the surface there. Should be a lot of fun. I'm having a great time. Let's... Oh no. Missing synthetics, what have we done? Reports are coming in that large numbers of synthetic workers on Onderon have gone missing. Their owners claim the unit simply vanished one day. We're investigating whether the synths were attacked and destroyed by one of the militant fringe groups opposed to intelligent machines, but no remains from the units have been discovered so far. Where could they have gone? Well, that's a little worrying, but, it'll all be fine. Now. Here. How are you? Right? Alright, we're upgrading our energy because I still absolutely terrified what our energy is going to look like whenever we pull the fleet out of port. Now, while they're doing all of that, and we're growing in our populations, I'm going to clear off this planet. and then we're gonna start our penal colony, and that's kind of fun. Just you know, like penal colonies have been a thing, even on Earth. I mean, I believe Australia began like that. So in sci-fi, it's always been like you go to like some desolate, you know, moon and you smash rocks together. Or what is this? Oh no, rogue synthetic. A rogue synthetic unit that went off the grid months ago after failing to report for work, was confronted by a team of heavily armed government agents on Wasaka today. This resulted in a large public firefight, looks like an L, that claimed the lives of 2 of our agents and almost a dozen innocent bystanders before the synth could finally be destroyed. At least it was dealt with. I'm a little concerned about this. I didn't expect that the technology would go so awry so fast, but I guess that's what always happens in sci-fi, right? You just don't expect it. I turned off the detail view because I wanted to have a nice little window where we can kind of see the Empire a little bit better. I'm still shocked that they haven't arrived yet, or maybe could Lord Vader have been wrong? Also down here, we need to take a look at this again. We're in the Aberoth system, so this is top secret information. This should not leave the eyes of the Imperial elite. Brenthal societal shift. They've made great strides in centralizing their various planetary governments with political power redirected towards a few capable leaders. The inefficiencies of mob rule are slowly being weeded out of their society. They'll thank us one day. Excellent. We shall make them authoritarian and then possibly even destroy them. Alright, so this ring world is kind of scary, quite honestly. I wish that since I have such a large fleet power I would know what theirs are, but the fact that it's like a, you know, it's a skull is pretty scary. Missile strikes, observation outpost, what's going on? A barrage of surface-to-surface missiles have been launched from the surface of Budding Dreams at our observation outpost. Those bastards. The station was destroyed with no survivors. It looks like the primitive civilization of the planet's surface is continuing to advance at an incredible rate. Despite the fact that we removed the influence of the so-called god, the technology he gave them must have triggered a lasting scientific revolution. This is why we need the non-interference directive? No, the Prime Directive has absolutely no power here. This is Star Wars. Back off. Now, personally, I think the Prime Directive is pretty cool, but in Star Wars, we're the Empire, and you know our will is gold, so we're gonna do that. Just looking to see how many jumps it's gonna take us to get here if we had to. Looks like probably 2 jumps, 3 jumps. Probably go to Nalhada, and then here, and then down here. So I mean, there just have to kind of look at that. Research agreement, we have, wow, we have a lot of technology, and they have almost no technology, so we're going to decline that. We're going to decline that with prejudice. Where are they? Let me declare war on them. Actually, are they my, oh, they're a satellite. Huh. They are loyal, though. However, that's amazing. That's one of the things that I thought that this game got wrong, because all the time that you have people that are under you, they were always like hating you, and that made sense and didn't make sense at the same time. If that unauthorized synthetic project, a synthetic work detail on Minova 3 was recently discovered to have been diverting building material to construct some sort of small, unarmed spacecraft in an abandoned hangar. The vessel was half finished when it was found. All of the synths involved in the construction were immediately dismantled so their memory cores could be thoroughly analyzed, but they appeared to have self-wiped just before the units went offline. Something their manufacturers assure us should be impossible. Why would they be building a ship? First of all, where is that? Okay, so we know that anything that's going to happen will likely happen in the northern part of the Empire. Now that's worrying, because we're going to have multiple crises perhaps happening at the same time. We'll have to see how this plays out. Okay, and they have not yet arrived. So let's go back into our situation log and take a look. A mysterious cluster of subspace contacts has been detected on an approach vector within our galaxy. It would appear that we're about to receive visitors. Awesome. Well,
Incoming transmission.
they should hurry up. Let's see, active sensor link with Camino. I'm gonna decline. They don't have access to anything that I can't already see, except down here. And over here. Okay.
Construction complete.
Alright, well that might have actually been worth it, just to see those two little parts of the galaxy that I can't currently see. In fact, I can see into the vast unknown, like way out here, so I don't know how helpful that is, but we'll see. Alright, so we have Centaurus Prime here. We're still doing this, but that's great. Let's go ahead and start. First, anytime that you have a chance to get a Etherion power plant, you need to do it. So I'm gonna do that for sure. And of course I missed it. It was probably like the first one. Here it is. I'll have to wait until we get our planetary administration. But we'll put them there. The next person is gonna go on the mine. So everything else is gonna become a mining tile, essentially. And let's go ahead and just do that. We'll build basic mines for now. And we'll make this a mineral planet. I think that should be pretty fun. How are we doing on our traditions? Let's check into that. So right now we are the Defender of the Galaxy, which is awesome. Because we get damage to... Oh, here we go. Galactic Power Surge. Instruments across the Galactic Empire have suddenly picked up a subspace power surge of massive proportions coming from somewhere within our galaxy. Our scientists are struggling to come up with an explanation for this event. Nothing of its like has ever been recorded. The exact origin point of this sudden surge is yet to be identified, but we're in the process of analyzing the available data. Wait a minute. So are we getting all three crises at once? Let's pause this. Holy crap. This could be the perfect storm that ends the Empire. I don't see anything about it in the sensor log. So hopefully it was them here. This breach point is scaring the heck out of me, actually. Alright, I don't see it here, so maybe it's not happening? Okay, we're just gonna have to watch that with great interest. Maybe it's gonna take a second to get in there. Oh, that's pretty freaky. I'm really hoping that we don't have like a runaway synthetic world right here, and you know, maybe a subspace breach over here, and then you know, those invaders. Oh wait, the Unbidden. Oh man, we're really screwed, guys. This is gonna be fun. I mean, if nothing else, it might lead us to season 3. But let's see. The Unbidden, the source of the massive power surge we detected earlier, has been identified. It's some kind of gigantic subspace terror in the Aten system. Fleets of strange spacecraft are pouring out of this dimensional portal, and early reports speak of indiscriminate acts against everyone coming into contact with them. We've intercepted a powerful signal being sent from the arriving vessels to somewhere on the other side of the portal. It sounds like a hunting call. Crap.
Situation log updated.
We've intercepted a transmission. Kind of looks like the helmet from Dead Space, which also freaks me out. So I mean, the whole thing is just creepy. Feeding ground reach, prey bountiful. At long last we shall feast. What are these things? Pause. Oh no, where did they come out? Please tell me. Aha, they're over here. Yeah, so it looks like combined right now they have, we'll say about a 6K fleet. It looks like, yeah, 250 plus 340-ish.
Your destiny lies with me, Skyscraper. Be one needs to be true.
Well, thank you for the subscription, Irene, while I was recording this. So there it is. That if you become a member of the Intrepid Elite on a live stream and your subscriptions are public, that'll show up for everybody to congratulate you into the fold. So thank you for that. All right, so they're up here. Let's see what happens with the Chiss. I have to protect the bottom part of our empire here. I find this to be the more important part for now. So it looks like we actually are going to have 3 crises at once, which is not great. Especially when they start potentially trying to sabotage me. This will be really interesting. So how you doing on Centaurus? Okay. Wow. This is gonna be fun. So at the very least, we're gonna test our abilities a little bit. Now, I told you before that I wasn't gonna build any more ships, but I kind of feel like I have to. So let's test something first. I'm gonna unpause it in a second. I'm gonna take the fleet out of Scarif just for a moment and see how massive our fleet is. I mean, this is the entire Imperial fleet. I'm gonna take them right here. Okay, so that's gonna put us negative 422 a turn. Ouch. So yeah, I guess I'm not gonna expand the fleet. We'll just upgrade the fleet right there. All right, so yeah, there's like a negative 1,000 shift when we take the fleet out of. Hey, we lost fleet power too because of that. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, so this is a little bit scary. Here we go. We got a new tradition available. So where were we? We've done expansion, supremacy, prosperity, harmony. We started to go into discovery. And we're into diplomacy. I'd like to do domination. Let's see. I've never subjugated anyone. So let's go ahead and subject integration cost cooldown reduced by 50%. In addition, subject opinion is increased by 20%. Interesting. Yeah, so let's do that. It seems to be the way to go. Okay. Very good. So 119 months, so that's about 10 years or so until we can get another one. So we'll keep an eye on that. I just got insulted from the Akani command. I mean, like, really, why would you poke the bear? The Akani command is so small at this point compared to us that even with their allies, they are pretty insignificant. They have a defensive pact with the Chiss. See, that's the problem. Anyone that's aligned with the Chiss right now is pretty much untouchable, but the Unbidden have been taking a foothold here in the other parts of the galaxy. Now, the thing is that I can't get there. I'm pretty sure that my fleets can't get here to help stop them, but we'll see. This will give the Chiss something to do. So you can see the Chiss expansionary fleet. Let's watch their battle here. Let's do this. This should be a pretty interesting thing. It'll give us some intel on the Chiss as well. So we'll go ahead and go cinematic for a little bit and just watch this from a Comstat drone. Pretty crazy. Seems the Chiss have multiple Leviathans as well. Okay, so they've had no problem engaging the first wave of the invaders. It would appear that their losses are fairly minimal, so I think the Chiss are capable of handling this, which is actually a good thing for the galaxy because I really don't want to go up here, and if this gets out of hand, this could actually threaten the Empire as well. So we'll have to see, but they wiped out one fleet. They still have the first Armada here on the portal, and there's a fleet up here. Let's see what they're doing. Looks like they're going for these names, I swear. I have trouble enough speaking, so throw all this stuff in here and it's like, wow. Alright. Let's go back to Centaurus Prime. Alright, we'll upgrade that building while I'm thinking about it. Also, I didn't think about it, let's build a spaceport. So that'll be doing that in the background. Let me just make sure all of my energy stations are upgraded. The reason that we created these worlds was to offset the amazing cost of having the fleet out of port, which is really important and something we'll have to continue to monitor. So even though the cost was still enormous, it's going to come down as these continue to upgrade. And of course this is a huge energy drain as well, but it's a necessary one because science is really important, especially now. The more planets you have, the harder it is to research new tech. And at the end, as you're getting closer to, I really hate the term end game because it just seems so finalized. But as you're approaching late game in here, your science tech, or everyone's getting really close on science tech, you know what I mean? Like once you get to the top, essentially you're all equal, and then it comes down to, you know, how much did you grow your empire, what are your resources, how quick can you put out reinforcements and stuff like that. So if you're still able to stay a little bit ahead of the curve on everyone else, you can still have an actual advantage on your ships and things like that, which is helpful. Okay, so we have another armada here, which is going up against the Chiss. The Chiss are actually losing a good bit of power there, but it looks like they're pulling all their fleets together.
Research complete.
So that's interesting. Where is that battle happening? Okay, well that battle isn't happening anymore. It looks like the Chiss won. So that's exciting. And this hostile armada up here is still yet to be interceded. Let me see. Yeah, they just they made it a barren world, so it looks like they killed the colony there. Pretty crazy. Go ahead and pause that. Alright, so what did we just get our last one? Suncrusher Research Chain. Now we have another one. Another 26 months. This one's not that bad. Go ahead and do that. That energy credits one was actually really exciting to me as well, since I know we need energy. In the, we need handfuls of energy. Let's go back through our planets and make sure I didn't miss anything while we're watching this. Yeah, so after a couple episodes where not a lot happened, all of a sudden everything happened at once. So I hope you guys are excited about that, because we're going to really have some crazy things go on here until the end, and who knows how it will end. I know some other YouTubers have found a rather nasty demise to some of these extragalactic invaders, but I'm pretty confident that the Empire's in a good place. We definitely have people that can handle it. So I'm hoping that the Chiss fleet here is going to actually... Where did they go? Okay, so I guess they're going back. Here they come. They're coming in now to attack them. So we'll see. They can get that second fleet out of the way. That would be perfect. Oh, looks like they spawned another one. I'm tempted to try to get up there and attack it, but I don't want to let these guys go, because I'm kind of concerned about that. Maybe that'll be a Senate vote this week. We'll see. Ship hull points plus 5%. Yeah, we'll do that. 27 months. That's a pretty big upgrade. It's one that I don't have to even, you know, physically upgrade the fleet for. It'll just be across the board. What do we have here? Oh, the Chiss Ascendancy stopped guaranteeing the independence of the Talesian stellar industries, which is perfect. Who else is guaranteeing their independence? No one. No one. Oh, they're. Oh, well, they're our satellite. I was about to declare war on them, but I guess it's really not necessary. We could integrate them once they become a vassal. I guess I could just give them a. Yeah, so since they are my people, we'll just do this. I'll give them that research agreement that they wanted, and then once they have enough technology, I'll just fold them into the Empire. Removes one of the imperfections. Alright, what do we have? So they want energy credits for monthly terraforming liquid. I'm going to decline that, but it's good to know that people are willing to give this. Alright, so they took the deal. Good. So basically what will happen is if we start to lose energy significantly by having the people out, then okay, so they're fighting again. Let's go ahead and take a look. Are they not in the system? It's kind of hard to see. Okay, so they're in Iridonia. Alright, so the Chiss are taking minimal losses to deal with this.
Research complete.
That's good at least. Open borders from the Chandrillan house. And we've completed sector limit. Awesome. Army damage or army health. I think we just did army health, so I'm going to do army damage this time. Alright, excellent. So it looks like everyone is a little concerned to attack the main one. You know what? No guts, no glory. Let's take the Imperial fleet and do something fun. Let's go ahead and this could be reckless. There's no doubt. This could definitely be ill-advised. But I think Grand Admiral Katarn is interested in seeing what the fleet is capable of, especially with all of our bonuses and all of the other things that we've had. This will be a good prelude for the campaign in the south. Plus, his campaign or his plan kind of works out as well, because if you remember, he has to send it for permission to allow them to propagate. But now that we have a threat in the north that actually is continuing to spawn additional threats, if we don't deal with that soon, the galaxy could be lost. So we're going to go up there and take a look at that. We are getting hit rather hard on energy, so we do have to keep that in mind as well. In fact, that should be our focus, making sure that we have our energy production flowing as much as possible. Okay, our fleet has made it halfway up. And the cool part about the fleet is that since we use the jump drives now, we're able to bypass most hyperlanes. That's actually a change that's coming up with the new Stellaris update that they're coming out with. It's changed. It's going to be changing the game significantly, the way that war is waged and things like that. So keep an eye on that. It's not something I can put into this campaign because my save games won't be compatible. But going forward, if we have a new season after this one ends, which we will, I mean, I will obviously do another season. But when we have a new season, I will be using that if possible. As long as I have, you know, the proper Star Wars mods that work on that. That's kind of the problem with fan-made mods, because once somebody gives up on it or doesn't upgrade it, it's hard to continue to get those kind of updates. Let's see, where are we? Okay, so we've made it to Dalyu. A second portal. Well, I'm kind of happy that we have decided to get engaged, because, well, that sounds like something else, but that's bad. This has gone from bad to worse. Let's pause this. Where's the second portal? Is it in our space? Because that'll really upset me. I have all these things tracked on the map, so I can't see anything. Let's just stop tracking everything except these endgame crisis, because, yeah. Alright, so the second portal is here. No? Yes. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, could be worse. Could be a third portal, right? So this is really the challenge of our times. So we'll see how the fleet does with the first one before we decide what we're going to do with the second one. Thankfully, so far, everything has been just outside the Empire, and with the amount of space that we have, I wouldn't have expected that. I would have thought that for sure something would have like landed next to Imperial Senator and made me cry. But thankfully that hasn't happened quite yet. No more easy mode, that's for sure. In fact, because of that...
Hostile station engaged.
Uh-oh. Where are we? Oh my goodness. Here we go. Let's get some cinematic content while we do this. Okay. And now I need to look at this just to make sure we don't get crushed. Oh wow.
Situation log updated.
How bad is our fleet's looking pretty good. We've lost about 50k. But we are making some serious progress on them. I think part of the problem is the way that we came in here. Some of these ships may not be in range, so I don't think we're bringing our full fleet power to bear.
Situation log updated.
Did we get it? It looks like we got it. The first portal destroyed. The initial breaching point that was used by the extra dimensionals to invade our galaxy has been destroyed. We cannot rest easy, however, until every single portal has been destroyed. Only then will their connection between our dimension and theirs be permanently severed. We must not relent. Excellent.
Situation log updated.
What just happened? Did I retreat? Oh. Well, I didn't mean to, so that was bad. Let's see, how do we do? We lost a lot of ships. Lost all of our small escort ships. We lost 2 Star Destroyers. Everything Star Destroyer not pretty much is fine. So we need to rebuild all the support classes for the fleet. So thankfully we do have that 40k treasure trove. Let's go ahead and start building those escorts. I need Nebulon Bees. And since chemistry guy always asks me to do it, let's set the edicts. We're gonna set the arms race edict on each of these worlds because it's gonna absolutely be necessary to get these ships going. So we'll do that. We'll go ahead and support our existing fleet again. We'll do it on Nagy too. We're gonna need more. So we'll go ahead now and build some more of those. And I really like the Nebulon B just because it gives you such well-rounded usefulness as an escort. So we'll do some of those. Okay, Chilacta. Alright, and then Nagy. We'll do that as well. Okay, so how much do we have left? About 5k. So Plutha has never really had anything, but I'm gonna make them build some. Build an Imperial Star Destroyer and an escort class carrier. Very good. So we've used all of our resources. We're in good shape now. And we have a new research. We'll go with Edict Duration. That'll make chemistry guy even happier. So there we go. Yes, and if you want me to mention you and things like that in one of the videos coming up, make sure that you interact with me on the live streams. Anyone that does that, you know, I get to know your name, and I certainly read everybody's comments, but you know, by being in front of me, I'd be happy to share some of that with everybody else. So it's always open for you guys. Let's see, where's the fleet right now? The second fleet is at Mantuane. Awesome. Where is Mantuane? Let's find it. Okay. So they're at Mantuane getting repaired, which is perfect. Okay. And not bad, 567k, which is actually excellent. I mean, let's take a look at it again. I've already reached max skill level, so. All right, perfect. There we go. We're fully upgraded, and we're ready to take out that second point. I don't know if we should even wait for the escorts or not. Let's see, how's that war progressing down here? All right, so the Unbidden are going around doing their thing. I'm fine with that. They can't get reinforcements and they only have a 100k fleet. No big deal to me. Somebody will take them out, but in the meantime, they can wipe out a lot of planets of our enemies. Where's that second? Subspace signal. We're picking up a strong subspace signal washing over the galaxy. Its point of origin appears to be the contacts approaching from intergalactic space. Here they are. Oh man. Oh man. Establish visual on screen. Wow. Main screen off. That is unsettling. I'm sorry to show you that, ladies and gentlemen. But wow, it looks like that the second team is absolutely ravaging this part of the galaxy. We're gonna have to jump in and shut down the portal at the very least. So that's all I want to do for sure. The first wave. Brief all fleet commanders. Okay, let's pause it. Oh, here we go. So they're here in the south as well. So what are we looking at? 65k fleets. This isn't bad. You know, I'll tell you what. We're gonna let this go for a little bit. And we're gonna go down and take care of these guys. Might be the wrong decision overall, but I think it'll be okay. Go ahead and get down here and take out them as soon as possible. Excuse me. Let's just double check Bunta and make sure that we're still getting all that energy output that we can, because negative 213 is nothing to laugh at. It's pretty terrible, actually. And I don't have time to deal with this planet, unfortunately, because I'm trying to run a war. Alright, so I've unpaused it, and we are going down now. I just got insulted by the Terra Civil Authority. I pretty much saved you from learning Unbidden, and now you want to insult me. Very well. That's fine. I was thinking maybe we should... You know what? We'll change the orders. I want you to come here and kill this first. Right, yeah. Just destroy this, and then I don't care what happens with the rest of them. But if we can stop that portal, then I can get down there and take care of those guys, and anything that's out can be out, and we'll just let the rest of the galaxy deal with it. Because they're not coming towards Imperial space. It seems that they seem to know better. So, we'll see how that goes. The second wave. Oh no, so there's even more than I thought. 130k.
Incoming
Wow, this is great. Oh, and the first one is coming into the Galactic Empire. Okay. Well, that's fine. We're gonna have to fight that fight. Holy crap, 260k, 268k. Oh guys, I think we might be in a lot of trouble. They're stronger than we anticipated. Holy crap. Alright, so yeah, there's easily 1 million right here. Easily 1 million. So the Vong are, well, they're running amok. It's the only way that you can say it, really.
Under attack. Incoming transmission.
Alright, now hopefully, I'm gonna have to leave the Chiss to handle this. I hope we don't wipe the fleet on this. This would be absolutely horrible. We have to go through them anyway, so we might as well fight that battle.
Frontier outpost lost.
Yeah, well, that was to be expected. Oh man, we still have like 500k of them coming at us too. Wow. I just really hope that they're pretty easy. Let me pause it real quick. I want to look at their ships. No, we don't need a defensive pact. Yeah, I'll take the energy now, because that'll give me a couple more months of this. Let's see. Our vessels can make no sense of these strange. Queen Smyrnik. Huh. Okay, well they're organics, so let's see, their fire rate. They use warp, which is good. Oh no, we use warp. Just looking at their different setups, they don't have a lot of anything. I mean, this is pretty comparable, actually, to one of our Super Star Destroyers, and there's only like 2 of them. 1 per fleet. It's these guys that concern me. Their military power is about half of a Star Destroyer, and they have a ton of them. Okay, well, we'll see. I mean, pretty soon that fight's going to be upon us, whether we like it or not. Let's go ahead and get in here and do what we can. Let's hope the rest of the galaxy comes to our aid as well. People are opening the borders to us, so it looks like they're starting to get the idea.
Hostile station engaged. Station under attack. Mining station lost.
Here we
Station
go.
Under attack.
We are
Moving into position. Research station lost.
we're fighting them now. We're in the thick of it. Okay, perfect. This time it should go a lot faster because all of our ships look like they're in range with the triangulation.
Mining station lost.
Alright, so we're wiping them out pretty handily. Oh wow. Yeah, okay, so they came back with their secondary fleet. Here we go. We're opening up all the barriers. Guys, this had to be done. We have to protect the galaxy. It's not. It doesn't really matter if you're king of a galaxy that doesn't exist, right?
Station under attack.
What? Oh. Our escorts are coming in one at a time and getting picked off. unfortunate. But they were also taking these people off the main fleet, which is fine.
Construction complete.
But this has really made it more difficult, I would say, for the fleet. We're still doing okay.
Station under attack. Situation log updated. Research station lost.
Oh wow. Yeah, they're just basically bringing all of their fleets back to me.
Under attack. Incoming transmission. Situation log updated.
Yeah, this is unfortunate what's going on down here, but there's not much I can do about that right now. Okay, let's get back to the action. We've lost half of our fleet essentially. I'm thinking that we should probably retreat. I've retreated. Did we get the portal? We didn't get the portal. Holy crap, they pretty much overwhelmed us with all of their fleets together.
Station under attack.
Okay, so yeah, that was pretty devastating. So we're down to 253k. We could actually potentially lose this. So ladies and gentlemen, I am gonna pause this here. I've gone ahead and I've stopped it. Wow. So we've had a pretty scary episode. We had what looked like a relatively minor issue down here, and we're kind of like, okay, well, we'll deal with that. We had another crisis that happened up here, and now we have a third crisis that's happening down here, and this third one has proven to be, well, quite a bit. So we're definitely going to need to do everything that we can to be in damage control mode and wait till the rest of the galaxy also helps us out, because it looks like that right now the Empire cannot be the intergalactic peacekeepers ourselves. We're going to need some help from the Chiss. In fact, we really need to set up an alliance with them. So I'll see if I can work on that for next episodes. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you had a great time. So my name is Captain Katarn. This is Intrepid John. Thank you so much for watching. And give me your military strategy in the comments. I look forward to watching it. No vote this week. But thanks for watching, and see you in the verse.